This is a hack I was streaming 7 months ago. Yeah, it was. You may notice, I don't have the save file, but that's fine. And even, yeah, I've basically given up on regular streaming now, but my new schedule means I have some time on the weekends, so I'm going to use it. And I do still want to stream Kaiser Games Proof and all that jazz. So let's see. It was, this level that I cleared. That one, that one, that one, and there was one more. That one, maybe? Definitely not that one. Definitely not that one. This one. Okay, that was correct. Okay, there was that one, and it was this one. Okay. And it was definitely this. And we ended last time in Forsaken Prison. So I guess we'll start here. I was like, man, this is a weird level, and then I was like in a toilet, and then I paused, and I was here. And I was like, what is this level? And the answer is loud. Also, it's this song. Good old Last Impact. What are we doing? Demanding roof climb? Okay. Presumably, they want me to dive roll out. Also, I've got a new computer since last time, so my speed up button is stupid. Like, look at this. It's completely unplayable in speed up. Very sad. Project 64 doesn't have a limit. This seems like a pain. This is probably the hardest level according to the star display, so... Was I using save states to practice? I was, yeah, I was. Okay, that's actually a lot easier with that camera angle. Is that another one? I feel like it expects me to chain these somehow, but like, I guess that's possible. Okay, yeah, that's what it expects. That sounds like a Senseless Delirium thing to do. This, as I recall, this game is all about weird tech. So a bunch of nearly frame-perfect or possibly frame-perfect inputs for some weird tech is par for the course. Okay. Don't know why that one was... Was it not frame-perfect enough? Probably. This is just a pain. This is not my favorite Kaiser. Like, it's a good introduction to some weird stuff you might be expected to do, but realistically, almost nobody uses any of the stuff in this hack. It's all gimmicks. Okay. I can only imagine that's what I was expected to do. I guess? Can you... That's awful. That's awful. Okay, well that's the star. I guess we'll do it. Fortunately, the stars in this hack are so short. I would have been. It would have been awesome if I popped off. What am I doing? I mean, situational tech isn't bad. Like, maybe we just need to use it and find ways to use it in ways that aren't contrived. Because like, all of this stuff is contrived for the most part. It's like to make this stuff mandatory. It's really contrived usually. This isn't so contrived, but like, the switches just make it annoying. But then you got to make it frame perfect, so you can't like chain and do something else. I'm not so fond of using objects for platforming like this. Just hope you get, really, it's just hope you get like the frame perfect speed or whatever. I'm too good. I got a firstie. See, that was frame perfect, and then I got too much. Yeah, that's the problem. If you're too good, sometimes you can, because these sorts of space scenes are really hard to get perfect. Or like make in such a way that you have a large range to do it, because slight differences in speed with this sort of tech really like magnify the outcome rapidly. Also, yeah, that was incredible. It's the butterfly effect. a small difference can have a huge impact. Like there, I was on the slow side for whatever reason. Yeah, there, I was too good. So. Hey, Griff. See you later, I guess. There's two down there. Shouts to this area having a secret, apparently. Because I was low. I mean, it's not to say that, like, I used some really niche tech in the Bowser 1. The Bowser 1 fight in the last boat jump before you get there in 2K. There we go. That wasn't that bad. Also, it was star 6, apparently. Is this bad? Yeah, that's what I expected. Bad touch. Dodge it! Well, let's hope there's ground to stay. There wasn't. Is this the ninja star? Is this the awkward jump kick star? Ew! I'm supposed to get in there from here? That looks awful. How? Oh, I'm supposed to wall kick. Oh. I can't. There's not enough real space to wall kick like that. This is death. Okay. Unless hitting this wall is bad. It might just be that this wall is bad. Like, does it... I'm not entirely sure what it expects from me. Like, theoretically I'm supposed to get there from here, but I feel like I can just do that better from on top of this pipe. Like, I feel like... Oh, but the ceiling is really low here. Still, I feel like this has a greater chance of success. Or at least if I, like... No, it doesn't extend far enough. No, I have to somehow get there from here. Somehow. It's gotta be a triple jump and I somehow land in. It's gotta be something like that, but like... Is it... Sure, just make a pixel-perfect triple jump. This isn't niche, this is just awful. This isn't niche. This is just awful. Unless it's about momentum control. What? That's god awful. What the heck? I guess it is just about momentum control? This is an awful jump. I guess if I don't hold forward, like if I drop forward really early. But that's awkward. I'm practicing the rest of the star. Hey, Red Matt. Didn't you make this one? Or did you make the other one? You made one of these. I don't know. There were two. What's the name of the other one? Something. I forget. Nah. I mean, I guess if it's different from what I'm doing, but I'll probably just stick with what I'm doing. Because now I've got a method. Okay. Where's the star we're heading for? Is the answer up? Oh, the answer's up. Okay. Yeah, you're doing it a harder way. I couldn't see any other way, but fair enough. I'd believe it. Okay, that's not a hard jump. This star is actually pretty easy. There's only one hard jump in it. Triple jump dive. I tried that, but I couldn't get... Like, it didn't seem to work. That was my first thought. Yeah, I tried, but I couldn't get in enough. Thank you, Mario. Thank you. Like, I found it a lot harder to... I guess you don't need to hold forward. Okay, I guess. Fair enough. Fair enough. It is still about... Yeah, you use the dive speed instead of holding forward a tiny bit. Because I'm stubborn, though, I'm gonna use my method, even though it is blatantly worse. The star's short enough that I can get away with it. That, and I'm annoyed Mario just drifted off the edge like he has Joy-Con. Sometimes I say Mario 64 like I'm usually one to defend Mario 64 physics, but sometimes maybe the critics are right. I'm pretty sure I got lucky with my triple jump. But again, it is about 2 seconds into the stars. What is the other one? The other Kaiser hack that I always end up mixing this hack up with? Oh yeah, I didn't even try to do some stupid skip. I'd believe it. Let me open up the Kaiser sheet because I can't remember the name of that hack is. I'm gonna open up the Kaiser sheet. Hold on. I'm annoyed now. Where did I stuff that sheet? Community Kaiser progress. Is this sheet still active? Service 64. That's what I keep mixing with. Service. I don't know. Since this and Service released at like similar times, and there's similar mini hacks of similar-ish difficulties, I always mix them up. I don't know anything about Service, but I can never remember who made which. Yeah, well, so does this. I don't know. Oh, is it really 140? Dang. Okay. Not mini. By mini, I mean light Kaizen. It is light Kaizen, right? Oh, is it? One day I'll play through it. Okay, just a triple jump. How many ways can I screw this up? We'll never know. Okay, what else is in this level? Something over here. Sign. Okay. There's ground. This is the... whatever this is. Ugh. Ugh. Okay. Am I supposed to stand on that? Am I supposed to long... No, there's no space to long jump. I'm gonna drop a state here. Yeah, it looks like I'm supposed to, like... Yeah, it looks like I'm supposed to do that, but that's too far away. And yeah, that's slippery like I thought. Okay. Huh. Oh, my first thought was correct. I just didn't think there was enough room. Oh god, but... Wait. That table is so far away! Is this frame perfect, or am I just bad? Do I need to land on the better part? Okay. No spoilers, by the way. Like, I want to figure this out myself. Half the fun of playing Kaiser Hex is figuring out what the heck you're supposed to do sometimes. Okay, clearly not that. No, that wall kick was terrible. I think this needs a firstie. But I need to, like, drop down? This camera angle will be better. Well, maybe. Will it? Will it? Actually, I'm not so sure it is. No, you lose all your speed. Is it this and then a late dive? You've just given me a bucket, man! What do you expect? Like, this seems too extreme for this hat. Sorry, I didn't purchase the bucket water DLC. I am... Is it another slide kick? You can't slide kick off that. Do I just need to be good, or is there an up? Is up a valid direction? Is sideways a valid direction? What? Okay, that was like a second frame. But that was... Like, I'm almost... I'm hitting the top of the table. Like, there's no way to get a triple, because there's no platform to double off of. Is there? Can he triple that? guess. I guess you're supposed to triple that. That's weird. That's an awkward triple, I guess. That makes more sense. I've never done a triple quite like this before. Yeah, I guess the extra height means you build up a lot more speed. Okay. I've never had to do a triple quite like this. This is unusual, but okay, fair enough. Now what? That's a platform I can get to. We hooking around? I think we're hooking around. Ew. Or are we triple jumping on the backflip wall? I think we're triple jumping on the backflip wall. I think we're just long jumping, actually. I think we just need to be good. I don't know about that, actually. I think... Okay, yeah. We do that, and now we back to the wall. Good. No. We long jump. This is very awkward. Okay, this is a heck of a jump. This is a jump. This jump sucks. Okay. I feel like I'm supposed to just be able to land on it without needing another wall kick off the side of the platform itself, but it's not hard to get that wall kick. These are actually appropriately thickened platforms, so it just requires an awkward angle, kind of blind wall kick. Stars up there, I'm assuming it's some kind of triple, based on this setup. Yeah, sounds about right. Maybe. I mean, it's not terrible. It's not the easiest to read, but you don't have a ton of options. Okay, not a triple. Not a triple, okay. That's still a bit involved. Firsty. This jump. The dive is mandatory. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely the least consistent star of the three of the ones I've found in this level so far. It's one of those levels where like you can get the jumps, but the jumps never feel like you'll be 100% consistent at them. It's not really a matter of can you do the jumps, it's a matter of I don't know, there's a lot of variables. Like, you could argue the slide kicking star was more like that because it had more frame inputs, sort of, but like eventually with something like that, because A, it's so short, and B, the inputs are also similar, like, you get used to it, and it's easier to hit something like that than something like this, which is a lot of similar but different inputs suddenly. Saw that coming. I do like that jump. That jump is fun. I don't remember. Does this hack have fall damage? Oh yeah, I just remembered. Didn't the sign say somewhere that, like, the Forsaken Prison is the only main level that doesn't have a coin star? I think they said something like that, which would make sense considering the lack of any coins I'm seeing in this level. It doesn't have fall damage. Okay, that would make sense. Based on what I've seen with that stairs. But yeah, I think I read that on a sign last time I played. You know, 7 months ago. How I remembered that, I've got no idea. Let's just call it the morphogenetic field. Moon Station. Oh, Moon Station also does it. Okay. Haven't been to Moon Station yet. I also don't remember them mentioning Moon Station on the signs. I don't know. half psychic. I'm Psychic Ice. That's my Pokemon type. Why did I dive? This requires me to change angle, that's annoying. Okay. And then this was... what was this? This was just, like... yeah, this was actually, like, a super easy jump. That one was super easy. Okay. Oh, you can make it. Makes sense. That's easier than going back onto the table. Just chain that. I can get a much better angle and make it more direct onto the platform. Okay. So yeah, there's like 2 hard jumps at the start. Why? Mario, get some air friction. Wouldn't be me playing the Kaiser hack if I didn't die to the easy jumps. Except 4.9, I don't know, I'm kind of popping off on 4.9, but 4.9 is not that hard. Yet, at least. 4.9 really isn't that hard. It's just weird. It's like the initial starting acceleration just feel more grippy for some reason. Am I just crazy? I think I'm just crazy. Okay. I'm not too fond of this jump either. And that's why. Super easy to overshoot that. I could get a better angle. I could rotate to 9 degrees, but I don't know, it's just awkward. Because then it's hard to know. It's an awkward jump regardless of the camera. I hate that chain long jump. It's so awkward. You have to drop just the right amount. It's like a chain long jump for distance. Worse. Because those you can kind of get muscle memory for. You do one, you do them all, kind of. That's super different because you gotta drop the height and then hit the. It's weird. Also, you can triple jump off the right side of that bucket, but not the left. My supper's gonna be ready soon, and by supper I mean lunch, but I'll just split the difference and call it dinner. You know, at like 1:30. Oh. And by soon, I apparently mean right now. I literally did not look at the stove to see that timer. Well, let me go turn it off. My sense of timing remains impeccable. I could feel it in my bones. It had been an hour and 5 minutes since I put that in the oven. The stream clock doesn't help me either, because I've only been streaming 52 minutes. And I certainly wasn't counting. You guys probably didn't even hear the timer on my mic. Maybe you did. Now the real question is, why an hour and 5? And the answer is, I don't know, I just set it to an hour and 5. It needs about an hour, and I said, an hour and 5. I didn't say that, I just thought that. Who says things to themselves, besides, you know, everyone? I hate those kinds of jumps. I hate those kinds of jumps. It's free until it's not. This is going at very slow pace. I mean, Secret Swamp, or whatever it was called, also went at a slow pace. And this is allegedly harder, question mark? But I don't know. At least I won't have to, like, get hundreds 3 different times. Or is it 80s in this game? I think it's hundreds. Because of some dumb garbage of failing the star grab. So I, for some reason, got some hard coins last. Twice in a row. Anyway. But is this level better than the swamp? I don't know, they both sucked for different reasons. This level's jumps are kind of jank. And awkward. It's precision. This is I mean, Secret Swamp had a bunch of precision too. What does the first S stand for? Was it slimy? It might have been secret. It might have been, like, safe. Clearly it was Super Swamp 60. Okay, that worked somehow. Okay. That was a bit nerve-wracking, but it's fine. So what else exists in this level? I think everything else is in the pipe. I'm just gonna explore the states because there's... a table. Sure is. You know what? We're doing table. There's tables on both sides! We're doing the slanted table. Yeah, that sure does look like it's one of those kinds of jumps. Oh, we're doing one of these. That's okay. These sorts of jumps are easy. Dies immediately. I'm not afraid of this. Now what? Up, okay. Then what? Up some more? What? Okay. I suppose I can triple to that. Nah, too far. I won't get nearly enough to run up distance. I can triple to that. But do I want to is the question. It's like, I can... But... I can also do this. That doesn't help. Wait, does it help? Hold up. Does that help? Does that just skip a platform? I think that just skips a platform. Oh, that's awkward. Oh. That's awkward. Oh, the stars... Wait. Oh, that's the secret. I was concerned for a moment that I had a broken star ID, but no, that's the secret. Which is concerning, because where did it want me to get back to? Probably that platform up there, actually. Oh, this is a tricky jump. This is tricky because... Ew. This is awful exclusively because of the camera. I can't see the platform I'm... Okay, not exclusively, but... The camera does not help, because I cannot see the platform I'm landing on. Oh my god. And then I need height. A lot of height. A lot of height. Okay, with the right angle, I can... That's doable. Where's the stars? Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. That's what I was afraid of. Honestly... I'm tempted to just do this. You can't make it. Okay, I guess we're doing it the intended way. This is... hideous. Okay, actually, yeah. From here, the angle lines up a bit better. If you can get under, that is. Okay, that's hideous. That's just hideous. Okay. We got some very awkward wall kick sections. And then climb to get up. Climb is trivial. The climb is really trivial. What? Okay. I mean, this star is still definitely easier than the last one. Absolutely. It's just awkward. Too low. I would like to get this level done this stream. But that does presume a lot. Because this one requires a secret. I feel like this is star 7. Not that that really means it. That's really difficult. That is... My angle's definitely too... No, not that great. Okay. Something like that. What am I doing? That's not how you triple jump. No, not how you triple jump. Height. I will say, I'm not actually that fond of the style of, here's 6 or 7 paths from the start, do them in any order. There's no... It's like, it just kind of, with them all being individual, completely unrelated challenges, it's... The levels do feel a lot less cohesive. Like, they really belong together. Like, the visual theming might be similar, but that's the only similarities between stars and the level. The kinds of jumps you have to do don't really seem to be similar. You don't ever have to retread the same path. It doesn't use the same gimmicks or anything, as far as I can recall from what I'm seeing here either. It's all just... Yes, this is the prison. Here are prison-like challenges. Or something. I mean, the similar jumps isn't really a thing that many Kaizo hacks do. Like, I had somewhat of similar themes, for instance, like, in my hack, but even that was kind of vague. Like, but there were clearly defined themes. But most hacks don't usually do that. For the kinds of movement you have to use. And I guess, like, most Kaizo hacks also do just have their own, like, yeah, okay, here's a bunch of branching paths, but it takes longer to get to each one of them, so it's difficult to... So you might argue that, oh, it doesn't really matter, we're just cutting out all of the backtrack, and getting to the unique star paths sooner, but I do think having some overlap between the stars and just... It makes it feel more like you're exploring the level, instead of just, here's a warp that takes you conveniently to the other 3 stars. It makes the levels feel a bit more natural. But I mean, obviously that's not what this hack is going for. This hack is going for what it went for, and it works. It does. But taking the style for any, like, larger hack would definitely not work. Like, this works because it's, like, light Kaizo. The levels are super short anyway. And it's all open world. Welcome back, Griff. I'm still in jail. I'm still in King Boo's private jail. If only. That level was weird. Not necessarily bad, just weird. Welcome to entering a pipe, climbing a wall, climbing a trivial wall, and then doing 2 really awkward wall kick sections. The star. I mean, this isn't hard. This is trivial. The only hard part is the last 2 jumps. Don't comment on how I done it. The only 2 the hard jumps are the crazy wall kicks at the end. This is just your box standard. What even do you call these? Window jumps? We'll call these window jumps. But windows, these are like the most basic windows ever, so like it's pretty trivial. We're going actually 3 decades later, me, April, and Hopper. I'm not streaming it though, so if you want to see what's been happening, you'll need to check out their perspectives. And then I just plug Hopper's stream. But yeah, we're about halfway through it. We're into the blue stars, the very start. We're at the start of the blue stars. Spoilers for decades later, I guess. It's a bro dude hack, and I make my feelings about that known very clear. God! I can't see the platform! That's the problem! I can't see! I'm getting a phone call. You 100%ed it twice. Well, I mean, yeah, it's not bad. It's just, it's a bro dude hack, so therefore it's got the bro dude vibe, which is hyper casual, and then sometimes very aggressively not casual. And I don't know, he makes weird choices, and half the levels are barely recognizable, if that. And then it just becomes F-Zero. Then he's just like, you know what, this hack needs F-Zero. and then Celeste. Classic Brodu. I'm gonna remake this hack, and then he only remakes half the hack, and then everything else is new stuff. I mean, I kind of did that in my games too, kind of. My games aren't directly advertised as remakes of each other. Fully, I don't know, it's a Brodu hack. It's got its ups, it's got its downs, it's got its browns. Too many firsties. Okay, this is bad. Okay. That was like frame perfect to survive. Not really, but it was still a very clutch survival. Okay, we got it. Huh. I popped off there. You can't see it, but I really screwed up my first jump there of the long jump back. I really screwed up that long jump, and I don't know how I managed to get back. So apparently there's a roof. Apparently there's a roof we're supposed to be climbing. Don't ask me where. Also, that wasn't the secret Star 7 or so. What's over here? What's in this table? I ruined my save state. Whatever. This looks like pain. Also, yeah, there's a secret sign somewhere that's supposed to tell me about the music. Let's not forget about that. Wow! Spoilers. So we're supposed to get here and then start doing some awful wall kicks. Okay. Awful wall kicks. Go. Oh boy. You see, people really like these sorts of, oh my god, look at all these wall kick angle changes. But I think it's really boring and lame and not nearly as cracked up as people think it is, especially in the JP community. It's just, it's not really impressive if you set everything up to be perfectly angled. Like it's just, it might feel good, but like it's just, I think it's way overrated. You know, I'm thinking this camera angle might be a mistake. Maybe. Oh boy, we gotta go back! Oh boy, and then we go forward! It's not that bad. The hard part is seeing the walls. The hard part is seeing the walls. And hitting the correct wall. Yeah, I should be doing this from this angle. I'm just not easily impressed by this sort of smoking. I consider these sorts of jumps like smoking moves. It looks fancier than it actually is. It's annoying, but it's only because it's hard to tell depth perception. Oh my god. It's very hard to tell depth perception. So that's annoying. Star? Sure is. Star... That's star 7. Where are the first 2 stars? Sure, that's star 7. Why not? Allegedly, there's a hole outside of this level. But don't ask me where. Is it just like... Okay, it's just up in the first row. I just didn't... Okay, I never noticed that. Okay. Whatever, we'll get this painful star first. This star is going to suck. I should chain that. My spacing will be better if I change it. Chain it, rather. This might be my least favorite level in this game so far. It's just... None of the stars feel The most unique star was the slide kick star. Well, I guess... Yeah, no, the second star was too short to really feel anything. It was the second star was one jump. And the third star was okay, but it was kind of jank and awkward. It wasn't anything special. The slide kick star was interesting, it was a gimmick, but at least it's not one used that often. Oh my god, I couldn't tell. You see, if I'm in the corner, I get corner physics. But if I'm not in the corner, I just don't make it. I just miss the wall. This sub-area doesn't have fancy pause zoom out. Like it just feels like your box standard. This is some parkour challenge. It doesn't really feel unique or inspired. Whereas at least the other ones had some cool ambience to kind of spice them up, even if they were still just gimmicks for most of it. And again, I don't think badly of gimmicks. It's just... this isn't my style of Kaizo hack. I greatly prefer Kaizo hacks that are originally not Kaizo, because then you've got like some resemblance of an actual level, and then it's like, oh well, how do I make this like tranquil walk in the park Kaizo? Start hacks made with that mindset, like EE, for instance, and that's also probably part of why I really like Full Court. Like, it doesn't sound like I'm liking it a lot, but actually. Not that hard once you learn the space. Okay, that blind jump had me scared, but yeah, that really wasn't that hard. It was an endurance challenge, but it wasn't hard because the spacing was very repetitive. Like, it was awkward, but it wasn't hard. So I actually give that star a pretty poor grade. Is this some awkward triple jump? Or am I supposed to work some magic from here? Really? Oh, it is just like the world's most awkward double jump. This is awkward. No, I like this jump actually. It's unique. Going into blind wall kicks is just annoying. Especially when you've got this false visual of what is and isn't. Sign, but you're not the real sign. Oh boy! Time for glitchy gimmicks. Oh boy. Can I just frame walk? No. Also, is that just Minecraft wooden planks texture? Oh god. This seems like it's gonna be a pain. It also doesn't seem like I can die here, so I'm just gonna load a save state and start. I could fall to my... No, there's no fall damage. This seems like the sort of thing that's really awful for this seems like the sort of thing that's absolutely awful for keyboard. I need to be able to walk. I need to be able to ground pound. There we go. Okay. I just need to tilt the camera ever so slightly. Yeah, this is really painful on the keyboard. Is this even remotely viable? I mean, almost certainly not, but... No, it's just too steep. You can't even land on these. Eh? What? What hotkey is that? Hotkeys. Why does this ROM, why are there hotkeys? Remove all of these hotkeys. Weird. You can't see the hotkeys that I'm changing. Okay, the save state hotkeys can stay. Let's go 99 save states. I don't need the capture screenshot button. Swap disk, load state and save. Don't know what that is. Don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. Don't need this, don't need that. Don't need that, don't need that. Of course, none of these related to what on earth, to this button. Changed to mempack, but whatever. Doesn't seem like it's doing anything. It's the plus on the D-pad, for the record. That's what caused that to open. This just seems... this is just not fun. I think I'm gonna need to save states. Just to practice. Because you can't stay still. Which means you gotta kind of do this in one go. And I've gotta subtly use the D-pad to change the camera because I can't hold the correct angle. And then I've still gotta somehow land on these. And like the sharper the angle is, the more awkward the hitboxes are. They're like way disjointed from where it actually looks like you can stand. So I'm gonna save state here just to practice. Yeah, no, okay, yeah. I have to. I think I'm supposed to long jump that. Okay. I'm just supposed to start running for a bit at neutral angle, and then yeet myself. And then do that, and then that's probably quicksand, knowing the fact that this is a Kaizo hack, but okay, from there it's pretty easy. Oh, I can stand on this. Oh no, that's interesting. Huh. The secret sign has got to be around, like, on up here somewhere. Yeah, this mechanic isn't great. It's not that it's not responsive, it's just... like, people don't really do grippy wall sections well in Kaizo. I think the way I did it in, Shattered Sky... in, Mariont is really good. And I don't consider Mariont that good of a game anymore, to be honest. God. What?! What are these hitboxes? You forget this. We're doing this. How do you side flip off of this? Oh no, I'm just supposed to jump at it. Okay. Okay, it's not long. It's just bloody awful. Okay. Slight angle left, and then I need to, like, do an off. Okay, yeah, and then a blind wall kick. Okay. I know the movement I need to do, it's just getting it all. Yeah, that's the movement you do. Except, before I get the star... No. Yes? Where's a Vanish Cap game? Well, I know where the secret sign is, and it's not from up here, I'll tell you that much. There must be a Vanish Cap over there. Okay. I have strats. This shouldn't take that long. Arguably, that's the hardest jump, getting that one, because the hitboxes are so bad there. It doesn't go on for nearly that long, so that's good. Oh, I think I know why this is so bad. Oh, I think I know what the problem here is. Let me look very carefully at this texture. So I might be wrong, and he might just have textured this really well, but I think it's 2 floors. Rebooted. Maybe? It rings a vague bell, but it did it way better than this. Because here's the thing. If I'm right about this, this is 2 different floors. One with the blue background, and then we got the mesh overlaid on top, ever so slightly offset. And this mesh is the walkable part. But because it's 2 floors stacked on top of each other, collision is just really janky because they're so close, and there might be some floor overshadowing going on here. And that's why sometimes it seems like I'm not on when I should be visually. I think that's the problem. I think it's either that, because because there's no way. Because the only way to make this function well is to either... Okay, there's 2 ways you can do this. There's 2 ways. The first way, and this is probably the better way, I would actually use this method probably if I was doing something like this, because it's a little bit cleaner, and that's to have... Yeah, and that's to separate the visuals and the collision. You just carve out the collision, and then you would texture the visuals accordingly, and that way the mesh isn't actually connected. That way you can actually have the mesh float a little bit above, and the mesh won't be at the collision actually, because the collision will be part of the wall itself, and that would handle it a little bit better. Alternatively, you could achieve the same effect, or you could achieve a similar effect by having 2 blue textures, one for slippery and one for non-solid. But then you could run into invisible, then that might be downwards. Yeah, okay, yeah, you would, the best way to do it would be to have the mesh be non-solid, and to just have 2 blue textures, yeah. So yeah, you would need, so if you don't separate the collision in the model, you need 2 blue textures, you need to UV map them the same, and then you would need 1 blue texture to be the slippery wall, 1 blue texture to be the walkable wall, and then you would need the mesh to just float and above and be visual, like be there visually, but be actually non-seen. I don't think that's what Red Pen did. That's my guess, at least, because I really should be landing on some of these platforms more than I am. So my guess is possible floor overshadowing. Because like there's no excuse. There I should be landing on the mesh. It's clear that I'm standing on. But if the first vertice, it could be overshadowing or something. I don't know. It's all very janky. You have to be very careful you make this sort of geometry, because SM64 collision engine is weird. Dang. Just ping me on Discord. Top of her asking about gaming. I'm down for gaming. Oh my god. The collision is so bad. It's so bad. My mistake was there. I forgot to rotate the camera. Yeah, if you're in that corner, you just slip off. It's very awkward. Which means you have to hit this really high or really far. Probably really high. Which is just awkward. Gotta be careful, because the wall push, when you got something this steep, the wall pushes really do mess you up. You lose so much height from a wall push. I was trying to figure out which direction to point the camera. I figured it out and then just slipped off it. close, but... Looks like there will be more decades later tonight. By tonight, I mean not tonight. This is awful. This is just awful. This is just awful. This is what I said about this game is putting gimmicks ahead of playability. I don't think I've said that before now, but I'm saying it now. It's just gimmicks, and the gimmicks aren't even the same gimmick per level. It's just I mean, it's very impressive that Red Matt managed to find this many gimmicks to shove in every level, but also, like, you're not developing the gimmick enough. It's just very, like, it introduces the gimmick, and then there's the star, and then there's no development or experimentation. And I think that's not good. I mean, okay, not every level needs to have, or every star in a level needs to have the same gimmick. But, like, that doesn't mean that every star in every level has to have a unique gimmick. Yeah, I mean, some of the gimmicks are okay, but again, none of the gimmicks really relate. Like, if the gimmicks had at least an overarching theme, then fine, but they don't. The gimmicks are just whatever, the gimmicks are whatever Red Matt felt like putting in at the time, and they don't even relate to each other throughout the same level. Usually. Like, I guess, like, Eternal Winter had a bunch of sliding gimmicks. But, like, only one star in this level had slide kicks, for instance. And it was a slide kick frame perfectly gimmick. It's not really so much of a gimmick as just do it. The gimmick was, how can we make this contrived movement required? I'd say I want to get back into raw hacking, but I never really left it. I just started a bunch of hacks that still aren't finished yet. I learned ASM and I suffered accordingly. But no, I do have a lot of ideas, and if and when I actually get around to making some of them, I'm definitely gonna try and follow my own advice. Oh yeah, SM64 Builder. It's cool, but I'm not so sure. I mean, it's not bad per se, but I'm a little concerned it'll overshadow actual hacks, like individual levels. A little bit, but I mean, no matter how amazing of a program you make, there's always going to be limitations. And it seems like an incredibly in-depth hack. It seems amazing. I haven't seen much of it, but there's always limitations. And SM64 does have a bit of a sort of elitism with pack creating in the sense of that, like, it is not necessarily it's kind of a high bar to enter to make a hack. Kind of. Okay, what do I need to do here? Left and then it's a left tilt. It's a left tilt because I need to go right. Yeah, okay, it was a left tilt that I needed. It's my camera. But yeah, elitism in SM64 hacking. It's kind of a thing in that there's a very high bar to enter, but also, to be fair, a lot of people who want to make SM64 hacks are like little 12-year-old Timmy. So it I think the barrier to entry in some capacity does filter out those who are capable, kind of. Maybe that's maybe I'm being elitist, I don't know, but it's like, we really don't need more Cornbread 64, which is just a texture edit of vanilla, or like that sort of thing. We really don't. And I guess in that regard, Mario Builder is actually really, really good for those people. You want to make board games like Ludo and chess. Aha. Yeah, and in that regard, Mario Builder 64 is really good for those sorts of people who want to make SM64 but don't have the time or the experience to fully learn how to use the many tools and learn the many complications, nuances, and niche problems you're going to run into inevitably, etc., etc. So by giving these players a limited sandbox, it's kind of, I don't want to say it's a quarantine zone, but like, I don't know. There's a lot of bad hacks out there. There's a lot of poor quality hacks out there. It's a good thing I don't make edit compilations of my successful attempts only, otherwise I'd feel compelled to load save state, because this attempt has taken forever, because I haven't died. Fortunately, I'm not that kind of person. A, it's too much effort, and B, imagine only showing people the successful attempts, and not how long it took to get those attempts. It creates a false precedent that Kaizo is this... that Kaizo players are these legendary behemoths, instead of actually showing people on YouTube the insane grind that goes behind the scenes, usually. Unless you are one of the, like, 3 or 4 insane legends. I don't know, honestly, if I had to put myself on the... I can't put myself on the legend tier list. There isn't a legend tier list, but if there was one, I would be in, like, D tier. I haven't actually done that many incredible things. I think my most impressive star is still probably the Precision Star in Mario of Heaven. That's not an easy star. Only like a dozen people have that star. That's definitely still my most, I think, crowning accomplishment. I mean, it was like a 20-hour grind, that one star. A star that's like 1.5 minutes. If you go slow. I forgot how to side flip. Yeah, I forgot how to side flip. I just pressed the wrong buttons. I did a forward side flip instead of a backwards forward. What? Yeah, this is like it's a forward side flip but backwards. And there's still one more star after this, guys. I'm assuming it's not going to be as janky as this one, though. Really, Mario Builder 64 is it's accessible, and that is a good thing. It's accessible for those who don't have the time or don't want to go through the rigmarole of making such a the massive undertaking that is required for making. Because really, most people will be able to make much better hacks in Mario Builder 64 than if they were to just make a 7-star single level and not Mario Builder. Like if they were just to actually make a hack. Mario Builder lets them do things a lot more easier by giving them the interface. It's a limited interface, but it's still a lot of tools. And they even get to play around with some of the custom stuff to be on the person here, which is a hack I really should play. Like, you'd think I'd have played it by now, considering I played, Monstrous Manor. Actually, did I play Monstrous Manor? Not really, but not that far from these. Monstrous Manor was pretty good. Really, I think the big problem is people who can make better hacks, but choose not to because it's honestly a decent amount of effort. And when they can just make some floating platforms and call it a parkour course, and call it a day. I'm not saying that every hack has to be lovingly handcrafted for 4 years, but they can. People don't put enough pride into their work. Which is part of why, spoiler alert, I'm actually going to be remaking all of my old hacks. That's on my big dudes. Remake or update basically almost every hack that I've released solo. Because a lot of them definitely need work. I mean, there's not that many. I'm talking about mainly the main ones. The major ones. I'm not talking about, Kaizo cubes. But, which was 1 cube and garbage, and but I need to remake MQ2. That just needs a complete hard remake. And -3 needs a quality of life update. Because that game was always meant to be non-stop, and it's just not, because I didn't know how to do it back then, because I didn't know a single thing about how to use patches. And it's just terrible anyway, so I'm probably going to remake that one also. And I have been working on... I was working on a remastered deluxe version, which is something I really, really want. Lan! I really want to make a remastered deluxe version. My current holdup with that is ever since I updated to my new computer, I can't run Toadstool 64. But I will absolutely make a deluxe version of Remastered Quest to fix all the problems with that. And make it even better than it is, because like that hack is rough around the edges, but it still holds up well. If my long jump is slow coming out, then my angle is awkward. -1 is just bad. I might just release a version of -1 that is Kaizo. A -1 easy edition, if you will. I don't know, -1 is just disaster. But I don't want it to be like... I don't know. I don't want to take like the Brodude approach and remake everything, but I also want to take the Brodude approach and make my hacks like accessible and playable. Two might be the only one that remains untouched. Because 2-2 is honestly, it's not bad enough. Oh, hold up, a dive might be better there. Hold up. New strats unlocked. New strats unlocked, okay. Yeah, 2-2 is honestly not bad. It holds up solidly, I think, as a good relic of my old era. 2K, I'm not sure what my plan is. I want to remake it because, really, like, 2K still wasn't made in ROM. 2K was made very painfully using editor and area importer, and it was awful. But I also, like, remaking a Kaizo hack is weird. But it does... I know I can make a better product. Nah! That is better than the long jump. I was right about that. But it's... You launch upwards so fast. So yeah, those are the hacks that mainly need to be updated. The first one is definitely going to be the remastered update, because that one is... That one's my best hack that can be improved. Like, it's the one that most people will play first, and is the most recommended one, and so I want that one to be the best. The next hack I'm gonna remake is probably going to be the original, like MQ2. MQ original, I'll just update the description for. I'm not gonna update that. That doesn't need to be updated. It was garbage. But yeah, the 2 remake is going to be the next one, and then I'll hit the negatives. Probably -1 and then -3. And then 2-2 will be the last one. But that's we're talking years. a year from now at the earliest, so like, gotta get around to that due to various things. I've been on this star for like 40 minutes. I swear this one star feels like half a stream. Just because of how jank it is. I don't know what to call that one. It's way too low. Yeah, Mary, just dive roll out and not into the I don't even know how the collision worked there. I don't know what's causing Mario to dive roll out and just kind of stick the landing to begin with, so like that. I don't know what's causing him to immediately dive roll out and land and start running, so maybe the dive rollout just doesn't work. Maybe the dive rollout doesn't work. Maybe I just need to go back to the long jump. I don't even know how it worked in Zdar. Which level is this in? Is it course 15? We're gonna long jump this time. Okay. I just need to remember. Yeah, please. It's very hard to get that wall kick. Ugh. C13. C13 was Dreidel Factory, wasn't it? I don't remember. Oh, I think I do. It's the outside of the factory, isn't it? Don't you, like, climb the outside of the wall? Like, at the very start, and there's just a start stop. I think that's it. I mean, first of all, in there, it's way bigger. The area covered is way bigger. And second of all, I'm pretty sure, like, the whole floor is covered. It's like there's no background. It's just the walls a slightly different shade or whatever. So like, it means that you don't need to have double layered floors. So it's just A, easier to do, and B, it functions better. Like, this doesn't even look that good. I tried using a texturing method similar to this for Hangable Ceiling with -4, which is a game that I'm not sure I'll ever finish or release. Certainly not before I finish the remakes. I just want to eat. I just want to finish this. I am not having a fun time right now. And what was the one in Dreidel in Star Trek Rebooted so steep that you couldn't stand on it? Because that's the real problem. This is so steep that you can't stand still. I mean, to be fair, a lot of hang or climbable ceiling sections are like that. Climbable wall sections are like that. Actually, yeah. So I don't know what I'm on about. If my crouch is like, if my jump is too many frames away from my crouch, then I get an impossible angle to work with. Such a difficult movement. It's such a difficult movement. It's a very difficult movement. And it's especially difficult because it's blind, and then there's a blind wall kick after. And the problem is, I just can't change the angle. Like, I just can't change the camera. I don't have enough fingers. Okay. And because I can't even see what went wrong there because the camera's awful. So I don't know what went wrong. I mean, theoretically, the camera's not awful. It's just... you don't have a chance to really change the camera. Maybe on keyboard, or with a controller you could, but on keyboard, it's just awkward, at least with my controls, which has movement and camera on the same hand, and I have to change movement so many times. Because I have D-pad on the right hand also. Movement, C buttons, and D-pad. I mean, I just use the default Project 64 control scheme. I'm pretty sure. That's what I used when I was like a 10-year-old who didn't know how to change anything, and I was sniffing glue probably. I don't think I sniffed glue. But the point is I was bad. And so I just used the default config, and I just got used to that, so that's what I use. There it is, folks! One of Griff's puns. Now I just can't even... I don't get it. I just don't get it. We're going back to the old method. It's a bit more controlled. It's a tiny bit slower, but not if I don't fail it. I keep failing the other method. Why? Where's my side flip? Where's my side flip? Like, I know I am changing the camera angle. You can tell because I'm moving slightly upwards. So that's not the problem. There's still one more star after this, too. Which could take me who knows how long. Oh my god. This is the worst level in this hack. And this is the worst star in this hack. Like, it's not even long. It's just jank. And not in a good way. It's not a bad gimmick, but this is the worst execution I've ever seen of this gimmick. I haven't seen, like, this isn't a gimmick used very often, but this is the worst execution I've ever seen. Now I can't even make it far enough for some reason. On keyboard this sucks because for certain jumps, it's like I can't hold a slight angle, so I just have to like tap up and just hope that I don't overshoot it. Because I can really only hold a cardinal direction. No! No! I was on there, but it didn't look like it! No! Memento! This is pain! This is like getting over it. To quote Hopper from last night, I don't know what he was on about, but apparently something in 4.9 is, quote, like getting over it. So. I'd rather play the other star at this point. It's like, I just feel like I've been robbed so many times. And this is the problem with this star is, it's the sort of star where things go wrong, but you'll never really know what went wrong, except for there, which obviously is the fact. But like, because it's all so jank and finicky, it's hard to know what goes wrong. And because it's such a, because SM64 Collision is just jank. It's hard to really practice this. Like this first, like that jump there is the second worst jump I would say. Like it's just honestly pretty bad. And sometimes things just don't work. At least the wall isn't death. If it was quicksand, that would be way worse. Because then I'd have to redo the first jump every time. Can you imagine having to redo the first jump every time? That would suck. The real problem is it's impossible to know, like, due to the perspective and the way just SM64 works, it's super hard to tell when you're gonna jump off the texture. It's hard to know where the upper and lower boundaries are. Mainly the upper boundary. Oh, please. I would consider this a luck-based star. Like, technically there's no RNG, but it's just unreliable. It's not... It's all just about timing inputs to a basically invisible frame window, and there's no opportunity for correcting it. It's like, it's not clear what the frame window for a lot of these inputs that you can't even really see me doing are. And it's also not clear. It's just terrible. Can we not mess up? What? That every single time that the same thing happens, and I don't even know what the problem is. Like, I'm rotating the camera correctly. Maybe I should be avoiding doing the up. I usually do the up input. Like, you usually do that to, like, make sure your angle is correct. But it might be better just to not do that. Because the slope, I think the slope is so steep that somehow my up input... Okay, I think my theory might be that my up input, because I'm on a weird jank slope, is pushing me off. Missed the dive. Might be pushing me off the top of the platform because I can't see how close I am to the top. Don't think it should be because it's such a slight input, but it might be. I'm gonna grab my food. It's been sitting there for like an hour and a half, and I'm hungry. One moment. I am back. Okay. I have some food. I've taken a stretch break. Rehydrated. But I wouldn't give to play literally any other star. I don't know if that's this one or the other one. Might be the other one. The other one looked like it was more of a ruse. This wall doesn't even look good. It just looks like somebody put iron bars over, like, some sort of blue planks that are in modded Minecraft. I don't know. There's no planks this blue in Minecraft. Yet, at least. True. It's not hard. Like, the individual jumps are not hard. It's just luck-based. Like, here, that one's not bad, but this one, it's like, because of, it's above me. I have to, first of all, point the camera slightly down in order to land it, and then I just have to hold up the perfect amount. Too much, and I bonk the wall. Too little, and I miss the platform. So I have to hold up the correct number of frames with these very tiny camera movements, so that horizontal isn't, because I can't jump. If I'm perfectly horizontal at a 90-degree angle to the wall, then I slope jump, and I don't have control. Here I just have to tap up a tiny bit. Here I have to hope that, and and there I just have to hope that the wall pushes kind to me. That's the problem. The wall push. Because the wall pushes you at like a set distance. So I need to get high enough such that, or I hit the one frame. There we go. Okay, not pressing up, like doing the 3-direction side flip work. You need to like press the jump on like the last frame or whatever, because you really need the full turnaround direction. But it's a lot. It works better. Okay, now what the heck else is even in this level? That was the worst, one of the worst stars I've ever done. Oh right, this was like something about jank boxes. Oh god, this is gonna be like glitchy. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh god. It's another glitchy gimmick that nobody actually uses because they're bad gimmicks. Did they patch jumping? Or am I just bad? hate 1-frame slope jumps. Oh, there's okay. There's a thing there. This is awful. This is just awful. This is just awful. Okay, if I go at it from an angle, this might work. Actually, because I'll have a lot more horizontal speed. This is like the jump from Course 7 of Tree E, but it's slippery ground instead of just being, like, it's worse because it's slippery. Reminder that you need 5 frames. You have to jump specifically 5 frames after landing on this. Is there a better method? Okay, there's just a better method. We're doing that instead. That's infinitely easier. And as far as I'm concerned, the only method. So what on earth are we... Okay, so what on earth are we supposed to do here? It's one of these funny things where Mary needs to get wedged under the wall. You see, if your jank is so weird that you need a sign to explain how to do it, then what's the point in even doing it? I see. And then you just want us to do a gate clip. Okay, I mean, that's trivial. I wasn't sure what they meant by the description, but yeah, that's just trivial. What does that mean? I don't speak Swahili. I'm guessing that's a triple jump dive? We can't triple jump off of that, though. Unless we can. Oh, we can, because everything in this hack has to be, like, pixel perfect. That's the other problem. Platforms are exactly as long as you need them to be, and not a unit more. That's a tricky jump. It's not... It's a tricky jump. And the star's there, okay. It's short, but... Okay. Other question. How do we use this box to clip into here? Do we use this box to clip into here? I didn't see a magic vanish cap, but I also don't see floor, so like... Is that something I can stand on? It doesn't look like it. I'd love to get into there, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Unless I'm supposed to clip through the floor. That could be the answer. Clip through the floor. Do I have levitate? I'm turning on levitate. I want to test if this is how you do this. The only thing I can think of is that you're supposed to, like, flip through this wall here. Or this floor, but, like, it's... you don't have a good angle to do so. That's the problem. Like, theoretically, you might be able to. But there's no good angle, and then fall straight down. I have no idea how to get this sign. I have no idea. You have to clip through somehow, but I'm not sure with what. And I'm not sure I want to anyway. It's like every level has a secret sign. Seems so awkward. I don't know. We'll figure this out some other time. We're just gonna get the star. Oh yeah, need to turn off levitate. We're gonna get the star and then we're gonna end this stream. This course sucks and this hack is in question. Mainly this course is just not fun, but really the hack is, once again, it's showcasing that it's nothing more than a gimmick showcase. And if the gimmick is bad, the star is bad. The level themes are really just window dressing. Like, it might be a good tutorial for, here's a bunch of gimmicks. Do you need to learn this gimmick? Go to this course and try this star. But, like, most of the gimmicks aren't really things that you need a tutorial for. Most of the gimmicks are just, you do this. This hack has precisely, or this star has precisely one hard jump. And it's the last jump, of course. Hello, you want to grab that? At least the courses get easier from here. Like, this is the hardest course, I'm pretty sure. At least the hardest main course. I don't know how the other... Like, this is... I've got the hardest ones out of the way. Didn't like that, I guess. I have no idea how you would get that sign. To clip through the wall, you need a pretty straight angle, as far as I know. And a lot of speed. You just can't get enough the right approach to clip through the wall. Like, the wall is the correct angle. Good. You wanna come back? No? So close to the wall. And, like, there's no real way, as far as I know, to clip through the... Unless... Like, when you're jumping with a cork box, you can clip with it. Like, you can. But that would require me to climb? Like, do they expect me to somehow climb the fence with the cork box? Because that's just not reasonable. Also, here's some windows for no real reason. It's like, the gimmick was super short. They could have kept going with the gimmick, but then Redmat was like, you know what, that's good enough. Here's some random unrelated stuff. Cool. That jump is super tight. And this is a sort of chaotic Kaizo that is bad. It's like you have a gimmick, and then you just don't stick with the gimmick. The gimmick isn't the shining star of this. Like, if you have a gimmick for a star, or an idea, or some sort of theme, stick with the theme. Don't just abandon it because you run out of, like... Like, that's not even hard, either. It's just, hey, did you know cork boxes can do these cool things? It's just a did you know. It's just a did you know SM64 moment. Oh yeah, by the way, here's a star. Like, here's some jumps. And then this, which is reminiscent of Udela's Sphere. Like, it's a neat idea, but that's just such a... It's a hyper-contrived setup. Which, I mean, anything that requires that is obviously going to be contrived. Like, you can absolutely make it in a more natural way, I think. But again, this is more like a tech demo. Here's a bunch of gimmicks. This is how you do them. Like, it's not that you can't use this gimmick. You absolutely can. The idea of having to launch a box off a slope and then get in front of it is a really, really, really good gimmick. And you could, like, set up these crazy jumps where and crazy things where it's like, you launch this box from the top of the level, you gotta follow it down, make sure it doesn't despawn or unload or whatever, then get in front of it at the last moment to push you under a wall to a star. You could set this up so well. But I guess that's for somebody else to do, because this is just... Like, you don't need the gate at the end, like, really. Just to push you through the wall, like that, is more than enough. Like, I can envision some really cool ideas with this, with that star. Like, with that box, with that idea. Maybe I'll make some. Cork boxes do have a lot of cool properties. Okay, and there's the star. Awful. I don't even know how you would get the... Okay, I'll experiment, like, a little. Just, like... Yeah, you can't get the right angle. There's no way you can get on top of this. There's no way you can carry this thing. You can't make that second jump. And you can't even make that jump. Because you need to, like, dive or ground pound. What? 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 Put glue on the cork box. Maybe it's related to that. I don't know. I give up. Let's go find a level we haven't done yet. Did we do this level? What is this? This doesn't seem familiar. What is this level? Oh, this is the first one! Skyscraper City. Sure, we're going here next. Electric platform. Sign. Yeah, D-pad. Cool. Whatever.